Okay, I'm going into the seventh inning of one of my all-time greats league games between a team called Memphis and a team called Motor City. Motor City is leading in this one 5-1 with Bob Gibson on the mound, so it's still a ball game, and we're picking it up here in the top of the seventh inning. Due up for Memphis is Willie McCovey from 1969. Ken Griffey Jr. 1994, and Andrew McCutcheon 2013, followed by Bryce Harper for Memphis. They're trailing 5-1 to the home team Motor City, and Bob Gibson 1968 is on the mound. All right, so here we go. Bob Gibson steps on the mound, top of the seventh. Here's Willie McCovey. Here's the pitch. It is a 3-4. And that is, versus a righty, is going to be a line out to second. So he gets some good wood on it, but he hits it right to Rogers Hornsby, the second baseman for Memphis. And there is out number one. Out number one, that brings up Ken Griffey Jr. Griffey is 1 for 2 in this game. And here's the pitch from Gibson. It is a 1-10. 1-10 for Griffey against a righty is going to be a ground ball to second base. So a routine ground ball. Hornsby onto Lou Gehrig at first. And there is out number 2. And that brings up Andrew McCutcheon. McCutcheon's 0 for 2 in this game. Here's Gibson to McCutcheon. It is a 5-10 against a righty. 5-10 is a ballpark chance. And this ballpark singles are 1-14 left and right. It is a 17, so that is a line out for McCutcheon. He's been kind of struggling lately. Can't get a break. And McCutcheon lines out to Troy Tulowitzki, the shortstop. So we go to the bottom of the seventh. And it remains 5-1 Motor City, and they come up to bat with the lead. On the mound is Eddie Cicotte from 1917. Great pitcher from the early 1900s. Hadn't been his best game. He's, again, behind 5-1 in this game, but he still remains in, gone through 6 innings. Here is Pudge Rodriguez leading it off for Motor City. Pudge Rodriguez from the year 2000. Here's the pitch. It is a 1-6. That's going to be a ball in play, and it is a 16. It's a split roll. 1-4 is a triple, but it is going to be a double for Pudge. And we'll do a fly ball double to right. Pudge Rodriguez cruises into second with a leadoff double. And here comes Judd Wilson, the old Negro League star, and he's had a good game. Cicotte's point of weakness inning is 9th, so he's still going strong. And he's got a good card. He just had some bad luck this game so far. So here is Judd Wilson with the runner at second. They're not holding him. It's a 2. It's a balk. 2 over here. Go ahead and roll it again. If it's a low number, we'll check it. It's a 14, so it's nothing. And with nobody out and the runner at second, here's the pitch to Wilson. It is a 4-9 against the lefty. 4-9 is a triple 1, but a fly ball to right, 2-20. So that is a 11. So there's a fly ball, batter out. Fly out to Harper. He puts it away. Rodriguez holds it second. And Bob Gibson will still hit for himself, having pitched a really good game. He's staying in for the moment. He is a right-handed hitter with a number 2 pitcher's hitting card. And here's the havoc roll. It's a 10, so nothing. 1 out here. I do have the game on Game Changer here, so I keep track in case I forget to move my out deal over here. Here's the pitch to Gibson. It is a 2-8 on that pitcher's hitting card. That is a strikeout for Cicotte. And he's got 2 away now. And Shoeless Joe Jackson, the leadoff hitter and center fielder for Motor City, who, by the way, is 2 for 4 this game with 2 doubles. 2 down. Here's the havoc roll. It's an 11. And the pitch to Shoeless Joe is a 4-5 against the lefty. A 4-5 is a solid single to center. That's an open single. Let's see. Pudge is a 1-13. They weren't holding him, so 14. 2 outs. So 15. 1-15. Ken Griffey Jr. is in center. It's 1-11 then to score him. And they're going to... Oh, who's coming up? Oh, Rogers Hornsby. So they're going to hold him up at third base. And with runners on the corners and 2 outs, Rogers Hornsby, the big slugger, comes up. Rogers from 1924. Sakat trying to get out of the inning here. Here's the havoc. It's nothing. The Jackson is a threat to run, so they are holding him. And with a right-handed hitter up, first and second base are responsible here. So nothing on the havoc. Here is the pitch to Hornsby. It is a 6-10 versus a righty. A 6-10 is going to be a routine fly out to right field. So Hornsby doesn't get it done here. Sakat gets out of it. Harper puts that one away. And that ends the 7th inning. We go to the top of the 8th. Bob Gibson still on the mound for Motor City. He's leading 5-1. And he will face Bryce Harper from 2015, Derek Jeter 1999, and then the pitcher spot. So Sakat will be done this time. All right, here is Gibson to Harper. It is a 1-11. That is going to be a ballpark chance for a home run for Harper in this park. For lefties, it's 1-8. It's a 7. And so Bryce Harper, that's he just out of the reach of Delahanty, the right fielder. I was thinking for a second, could it be robbed? But no, it had to be an 8 or 9. So a home run for Harper, and it is 5-2. So some stirring in the Motor City bullpen as if they his point of weakness inning is the 9th, but they've got some good pitchers in the bullpen, so they may not wait too long if the tying run gets to the on-deck circle. Derek Jeter now the batter. Jeter steps in. He is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. It is a 2-6. 2-6 against a righty is a fly ball to center. Shoeless Joe has that one sized up. He puts it away easily for out number 1. And now a pinch hitter for Memphis. They need a base runner, so they're going to go with a pinch hitter, Tony Gwynn. 1994, the great Tony Gwynn. Be a good pick to maybe get a base runner here with 1 out. 1 out, nobody on. Tony Gwynn steps to the plate. The left-handed hitting Tony Gwynn against Bob Gibson. Here's the pitch. It's a 3-11, and he works a walk. So Gwynn does get on base with a walk. And that brings us back to the top of the order. It's Joe Morgan from 1975. That brings the tying run to the on-deck circle. And so they're going to look to go to the bullpen here. Motor City. The Motor City bullpen. They're going to go with... Let's see. I'm giving a kind of a look at Joe Morgan's card. Let's see who they want to go with here. All right, so Joe Morgan is due up, and then George Brett. So they're going to go with Andrew Miller. 2016, Andrew Miller will come in to relieve Bob Gibson here. And I just need to put him into the game. And just make one quick adjustment here, noting that Miller is a left-handed thrower. And we're ready to go. So Andrew Miller comes in relief with the tying run in the on-deck circle only at this point. And the runner, Tony Gwynn, at first base. Here is Joe Morgan. Here's the havoc roll. It's 13-0. Gwynn is not a threat to run, so they're not holding him. At least not in any... they're not holding him tight. So here's the pitch to Morgan. It is a 3-4. 3-4 against a left-handed pitcher. And that... Oh, man. On Joe Morgan's card, he has got all of these walks against lefty, but 3-4 is a fly out to left. Right between two walks. Ball in play, fly ball, batter out. Musial puts it away, the left fielder. And with 2 outs, here comes George Brett. 1990 George Brett facing Andrew Miller. Here's the havoc roll. It is an 8. And the pitch to Miller to Brett. It's a 5-3 against a lefty. 5-3 is a pitcher X. He's a 4-0. So it could be a hit if it's a low number, but if it's not likely to be an error. Here's the roll for that. It is an 8. We better check that. An 8-4. Nope. That is going to be a G3 and a 17. Well, better still check that. No, an E0. The only thing that could be anything would be a 5, which would be a rare play. So he does snag it and gets the out. Miller to Gehrig, and that ends the threat in that inning right there. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher on the mound for, let's see here. Gibson and Miller will go over here. New pitcher on the mound for Memphis will be... Let's see who they have coming up. Lou Gehrig, Troy Tulowitzki, and Stan Musial. So they are going to go with Edwin Diaz. 2018. So, let's put Edwin Diaz into the game to pitch. He's going to try to keep the game a 3-run game going to the 9th. And here is Lou Gehrig, 1927 Lou Gehrig. He is 2 for 4 this game. Diaz toes the rubber and the pitch to Gehrig. It is a 2-12. That's a ballpark chance for a hit. In this park, 1-14, and it's 11. So Lou Gehrig with a leadoff single as he slipped one through the right side, and with a runner on and nobody out, here comes Troy Tulowitzki. Now Gehrig is somewhat of a threat to run. Let's see, for him to run, it would be. They hold him. They're going to have to hold him because he's a star stealer. 13, and then... Yeah, that's it. It's going to be a 1-13. He's not going to go with a 3-run lead. Here comes Troy Tulowitzki. Here's the havoc. It's a 16. And the pitch. To Tulowitzki, it's a 5-8 versus a righty. That is going to be a strikeout for Diaz. And Stan Musial comes to the plate. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the 8th. Here is Diaz the Musial. It's a 1-6. Uh-oh, that's going to be trouble. 1-6 is a triple 1-6 or a double 7-20. It's a 17. So it is a double, and it's an open double. So let's check Gehrig there real quick. Gehrig is a 1-13. They were holding him, so 1-12. There's only one out, and it is to center field, which is Griffey, and he's a -4 arms. So it'd be 1-8 to score him. So they're going to hold him up at third, but cruising into second base with a double is Musial, and runners at second and third with one out. Here comes Ed Delahanty. Ed Delahanty, the early 1900s player and Hall of Famer, with one out. And the infield comes all the way in. They don't need to let any more runs score here. So the infield is all the way in. Here's the Havoc. It's an 8, so nothing. And the pitch to Delahanty is a 3-9. And that is going to be a solid 1-star single. It's basically like an infield single. So somebody makes a stop and they're not able to get an out, and he is safe at first. We'll say Jeter makes that stop, and a run does score. So they tried to keep it close. That spreads it out to 6-2 now, and Ivan Pudge Rodriguez comes to the plate. They keep the infield in. Delahanty is a star stealer, so actually they're not going to have the infield all the way in. They're going to have the corners in. They're playing double play depth. And here's the Havoc roll. It's a 16. Delahanty to still would be a 1-15. But they're going to still hold him there. Here is the pitch to Pudge Rodriguez. It is a 6-7. 6-7 versus righty is a second base X. They did have him back in the middle, so this could be a double play to get out of the inning. That's Joe Morgan. He's a 1E13. It's an 8. So let's see if that's still a G1. That is a G1. And an E13 and a 13. That's not going to be anything. That had to be a 14. So a ground ball to Joe Morgan. He flips it to Derek Jeter onto McCovey at first. And there is a double play to end the inning. But one run does score. And we go to the top of the 9th with a 6-2 lead. And a new pitcher for Motor City. Or they could stick with Andrew Miller, but he went 3 out, so he could get tired. So they'll go to, let's see, who didn't pitch last game? They're going to go to Koji Urihara, 2013. Koji Urihara will be the pitcher that comes in to try to get the last 3 outs. So I need to add him in there. And one quick thing to note that he is a right-handed thrower. Some of these players I don't have in the game changer yet. Some I do, and he's one that I didn't. So I put him in there. He will face Josh Gibson, the Hall of Famer, great Negro League catcher and fantastic hitter, to start off the top of the 9th. So Josh Gibson steps in to face Urihara. Here's the pitch. It is a 6-6 against a righty. That is a strikeout. So Josh goes down on strikes. And with 2 outs, here comes Willie McCovey, or 1 out rather, 1 out. Willie McCovey, the batter. It's a 1-6. Uh-oh, that's trouble. That is gone. So Urihara gets a little too much of the plate there with Willie McCovey, and he goes yard. It's a solo home run, so it's still just 6-3. And with one out, here comes Ken Griffey Jr. Home run by Willie McCovey there. Here is Ken Griffey Jr. The pitch is a 3-9. 3 is not his strong column. That is a ground ball back to the pitcher is an A, so that's a routine. Back to Urihara, on to Gehrig, and there are 2 away. They need a base runner. And they're going to pinch hit here. Josh Hamilton will be the pinch hitter. Josh Hamilton from 2006 will be the pinch hitter for Memphis. Let me put him in. McCutcheon's kind of struggled a little bit, so we're going to give Josh Hamilton the chance to come out and pinch hit here. Let's see. I guess I didn't have him in there. Thought I had Hamilton in there already, but we'll put him in real quick. Josh Hamilton. And just a real quick Memphis Josh Hamilton. Let's note that he is a left-handed batter. Okay, here we go. All right, so Urihara with 2 outs. Needs 1 more out to close this one out. Here's Josh Hamilton. Pinch hitting. It's a 1-8. And look at Josh. Josh hits one over Shoeless Joe in center field and cruises in with a 2-out double. And that brings Bryce Harper to the plate. So they need 1 more base runner to get the tying run up. It's 6-3 with 2 outs. And here's Bryce Harper. Here's the havoc with the runner at second. It's a 15, so nothing. Urihara checks the runner, and here's the pitch to Harper. It's a 2-4. 2-4 against a righty. That is a ground ball to second base A. Gobbled up by Hornsby. He throws it on to Gehrig at first base, and that is the ball game. So Bob Gibson pitched a really good game today. He will be the winning pitcher. Winning pitcher Bob Gibson. The losing pitcher is Eddie Sakat. There's no save in this one. Quick look at the box score for Motor City. Shoeless Joe was 3 for 5 in the game, as was Troy Tulowitzki and Lou Gehrig. All were 3 for 5. Ed Delahanty 2 for 5. Pudge Rodriguez 2 for 5. So they really, Motor City had 16 hits, and they win this one 6-3. For Memphis, Bryce Harper was 2 for 4. Nobody else had more than 1 hit. Obviously, Willie McCovey was 1 for 4, hit the home run a minute ago. Ken Griffey Jr., he had a hit also. Bryce Harper, one of his 2 hits was a home run. And the pitcher, Eddie Sakat, had a double in the game. But it's a 6-3 win for Motor City in my all-time greats league, as that splits the series so far 1-1. Memphis won game 1 earlier, and 6-3 in the final in this one. Thanks for watching here on YouTube. If you look down into the description, if you'll subscribe, that would be great. So subscribe and hit the bell for notifications when I have new videos. And I will put down in the description where you could follow the league on Game Changer to see the schedule. You can, well, you don't really, I don't have the schedule in there ahead of time, but what you can see is the standings, and you can see the statistics and the leaders and everything with this all-time greats league. Players drafted for everywhere from 1897 all the way up to 2019. Thanks for watching.